Hi, Noah here. Today we're gonna finish up the series, Do Not Let Your Feelings Kill You. We're gonna talk about my favorite topic of the year, which is physiology. If you got a body, holla holla. And when I say physiology, I really mean the activities going on in your body. And they are triggered by the tension in your muscles, the way you use your body, the muscles in your face, the way you breathe, the way you eat or drink. All of that creates biochemical changes in your body, and that affects the way you feel. Some of us are really stuck in the illusion that, oh, I have those feelings and there are nothing I can do about it. This is just my lot in life, right? But that's not true, and I pledge to you, don't believe that crap. Feelings are created by you, the way you focus and the way you use your body primarily. Guess what? The Swedish Health Institute just came out with numbers. 51% are suffering from obesity. That is fetma in Swedish. 51%! How is that even possible? Let me tell you why it's possible. Most people change the way they feel by using food, by using drugs or alcohol. Most people eat in order to change their way. They eat all this food, and now the food rushes down into their stomach, and so does all the blood. So now they become so relaxed, they sit down, they start to breathe, and they feel relaxed, right? But that is not a quality life. You know, what if you do that in 10 years? Every time you feel stressed or worried, you will grow. Can you remember the last time when you felt really good? Did something happen to your face? Did you smile a little? Did you maybe even put your arms up? Did you chuckle, laugh a little bit? Ha 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 ha. What did you do? You used your body, right? And if you think about a person that doesn't feel so good, what do they usually do? Are they usually walking around with a proud posture, taking deep breaths? Are they laughing, using a lot of energy? Or are they usually slope? Maybe breathing a little bit shallow, face down. Are they sleeping a lot? Are they lying down? So we can clearly see the difference when we're happy compared to when we don't feel so good, right? And what's the difference? The way we use our body. And here comes the key phrase. Motion creates emotion. The way you move, you will feel. In the great book, the Bible, it says, your body is the temple. There was another guy copying it, Bruce Lee. He said, my body is my temple. And what does that really mean? It means that your body holds your spirit and your soul, right? Your spirit and your soul. But what if that temple becomes all dirty and all cranky and all, crooked, right? That will affect your soul, and that is why we feel bad. So if you ever heard the expression, oh, my spirit is willing, but my body is weak, right? What if that happened to you? You know what I did? I started with a habit, because this all comes down to habit. We need to start creating habits. Habits got such a power. And this is the habit that I created for myself. I love cookies. I love cracky stuff, yum, 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 right? But whenever I felt restless, when I didn't know what to do, when I was facing a big problem, I usually went to the drawer going for the cookies, right? But you know what? I started to saying to myself, hey, whenever you feel that, I want you to do a breathing exercise where you take deep breaths, keep it in for a while, and in my brain, I'm focusing on something I'm grateful for. And I do that 3 things. 3 things I'm grateful for. It can be like birds in the sky, that I got blood in my body, that I got a body, It could be simple stuff, but that I could be grateful for. And I do this breathing exercise. And guess what? Usually, I don't want to go for the cookie. In the first time, I was like, I just do the breathing exercise, then I just go for the cookie. But then it changed. Because it changed my mindset and it changed my biochemistry. You can go to Stanford, Harvard, or Berkeley. There's scientific proof that our biochemistry have a direct influence on our feelings. So take charge of your physiology, then you will take charge of your biochemistry, and then you will also take charge over your feelings. And this might sound very technical, but we can sum it up by saying motion creates emotion. The way you move and use your body, you will feel. So maybe you have seen the New Zealand rugby team. If you haven't, go watch them on YouTube. Not now, stay a little bit longer, right? But what they do, they create immense tension in their muscles. Why? Because they know it's a battle out there. It's going to be a lot of tough stuff, right? So what do? They use their body. They create tension in their muscles, like whoa, shiba, shiba, ka, hiba, ooh, ha, he, who. They use their face in everything. Why? Because that creates emotion of a warrior that they will need out there in order to win. Because it's not an easy place to be, meeting all those 300 pounds guys, right? So here's the key. Sometimes it's way much harder to change our focus, to change our mind, but change our body, it's so much easier. And if you change your body, your mind will follow. An example of that is I was working with child soldiers or kids that have grown up in refugee camps. I was working on the border of Sudan, northern Uganda up there. And I was working with those 20 kids. They were attending a boarding school and I was there. And I started to, I wanted to reach into them. And it was really hard intellectually, both because of the language barrier and so on. But then I said, hey, what if we started to exercise together? And you would only see this youth when we started to do the push-ups and the chin-ups and we were wrestling with each other, playing soccer and doing all those activities. They started to laugh, they started to open up and they came and hugged me, stuff that I hadn't seen before. It took a while before I figured out, hey, what if I change their body? Maybe the mind will follow. And that was completely right. So I reached in. Why? I changed their physiology. You know what we can do if we want to change people's lives? Change their physiology. Walk up to them. If you're arguing and you're like, I don't like the situation, walk up to them, hug them, shake them around. First of all, shake yourself so your physiology changes, right? But then shake them around. You all had this, the uncle that comes along and you're so irritated with him. But then he just, do something with your hair and you just snaps out of it, it completely changed state. That is the power of physiology. Change the physiology and the mind will follow. That will work for you and you can also use it to change other people's feelings, right? Change of physiology. And some people might say, hey, Noah, if it's so simple to change the way you feel, why don't most people do it? You know why? Because it's so simple not to. It's way more easier to go for the quick fixes, go for the sofa, do those things. But let's not be those people. Let's be the few people who do. Let this not be another YouTube clip with another white skinny guy, talk and try to motivate you. Do something. Do it together with me. Why not have more energy in our lives? Why not feel better right now? Why not? My grandfather used to say that most people have a dirt road to happiness and a highway to stress. And what I think he meant by that is most people don't take care of their body. So now stress is just, right around the corner. They can just go there whenever. But when they want happiness, it's really a struggle. It's like a dirt road. It's hard. It's, they have to struggle to get there. So he said, Noah, make sure you do it the other way around. Create a highway to happiness. And you can keep a dirt road to stress, right? And how do we create a highway to happiness? This is what I do on a daily basis. Create tension in your muscles. Do some kind of exercise that you like, something that could be fun, but that creates tension in your muscles, right? And then I want you to do maybe once a day, 2 times a day. It depends on who you are, maybe 5 times a day. Breathing exercises. I got a lot of them. So just comment or just ask me and I got a lot of them. But just maybe just when you step outside the door, take deep breaths and say, hey, I'm alive and well, something like that, right? So tension in your muscles, breathing exercise, do something that gets your blood pumping because blood is life, but it needs movement in order to circulate, right? Right now, for example, you can stand up. Stand up together with me and be like, if I got a body, holla, holla. Do something, do a radical change. Take a deep breath. Do something in order to change your physiology, and you will notice directly how you feel. The scientific proof is already out there, but we need to start using it instead of just talking about it. So this is what I want to ask of you. Do not let your feelings kill you, but let them become a source of power that can help you and help others, help you and help your relationships. But it all starts with motion creates emotion, and you will see the miracles that happen. I love you guys. You are loved. I love you. And explore your potential and live to grow. If you got a body, holla, holla. If you got a body, holla, holla.